Hi everyone and welcome to another video from Despair Repair. In this video we'll be showing how to use a manual AC on a car. We're showing this on the Skoda Fabia, our trusted car, but the basic principle applies to almost any car out there. You'll see these kinds of climate systems on lots of other Volkswagen Group cars like Polos, Golfs, but also, like I said, the basic principle applies to other manufacturers. So whatever car you drive, this video should help. Stay tuned.
DespairRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website DespairRepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips.
Now a few words about the functions. We'll go through each and every function briefly so you get a better idea of what you're supposed to do. Now this command here is for regulating the cabin temperature. As you can see, it's graded. It has 18, 22, 26 degrees Celsius. In this case, since it's a European car, you have the blue and the red marking. Logically, if you turn this up, the cabin temperature will be higher. When you turn it down, the cabin temperature will be lower. Now, this part is very important when operating a manual AC system in summer. Know this. This system will not work unless you turn on the AC compressor. If you use this system without turning on the AC compressor, this function here will only serve to heat up the cabin. And lots of people think that, turning this dial and putting it on 22 degrees will cool down the cabin, when in fact it heats the cabin. And it serves the classical function of only heating the cabin. So there is no cooling down until you turn on the AC compressor. Now the next function is the function for the fan speed. Not much to say here. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4 settings where 0 is off, 1 is minimum setting, 4 is maximum. The more you turn, the more fan speed and airflow you get. Also, I would like to mention that in case of the Skoda and same generation Volkswagen cars, the AC compressor will not turn on unless you put the fan speed on 1. That's just a bit of information if you drive a similar car. The next command is for the airflow. Now this command, through a series of flaps, regulates the airflow through the cabin. If you turn it like this, for instance, it will blow to the windshield. Then if you turn it like this, it will blow through the vents and so on. In case you don't know, this icon is for the windshield. This icon is for the airflow to the front vents. This icon is for the footwell, and this one is for blowing at the same time to the windshield and to the feet. In case of the Skoda, and in most cars, it's logically made, so up is to the windshield, down is to the footwell, and so on. Very easy to use. This is for recirculation, and this button has a very useful function. It is for reusing air inside the passenger cabin. It is a very useful button during the winter, and if you're driving and if you go into smoke or some sort of stench or something like that, you can close with this button the intake of air inside the passenger cabin. This button makes the climate control more effective as it starts recirculating air inside the passenger cabin, which is already cooled off. Lots of people don't like to use this, but it's a very useful function provided it works. And the last function is the AC compressor. Now when you press this button, it starts the AC compressor under the hood and the whole system starts actually working. As I mentioned, if you don't turn it on, the manual AC will not work. Now we'll show you how to actually start the system. So first of all, we will turn on the engine. Like this. Let it work for a couple of seconds. And now let's say you've begun to drive and you want to set the system to, let's say, 22 degrees. The first thing you'll do is to, in case of the Skoda, and this is probably in lots of other cars, you turn on the fan. After that, you can turn this function to, let's say, 18 degrees. And after this, you turn on the AC compressor. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but the little signal light goes up and you know that you've turned on the AC compressor. Also, when you turn on the AC, you'll probably hear a clicking sound from the engine, and this is the climate compressor engaging and starting. Also, you may hear the engine bog down a bit and start to work on a bit lower revs. This is because there is a load from the climate compressor on the engine. You'll hear a slight swoosh inside the passenger cabin and you'll know that everything is working. Through the vents is coming out cold air. In this case, we'll turn the vents to blow to the chest. You can turn it to the footwell. Then we'll close the windows a bit and try the recirculation button. And there you have it. Your manual climate control is running. Okay, now all you have to do is set the temperature. If you want it to be warmer, turn the switch to 22 degrees, set up the airflow, and set up the fan speed. Okay, we're getting nice cool air out of the vents. As you've seen, nothing complicated. It takes only 5 or 10 minutes at most to learn how to use a manual climate control. Although lots of people do not like buying a car with this, I think that it's much more durable in the long run. My previous car, the Fiat Stilo, had a dual zone automatic climate control and all of that stuff. And I don't know what to say. It's good till it works, but when it starts causing problems with the flaps and with the servo motors and everything else, it's a bit of a problem. So this is more primitive, it demands more work around it, but in the long run it's more effective. So that's it for this time. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe, it's a huge help for what we're doing. If you find the time, watch our other videos where you can see lots of other tips and advice for maintenance about cars, driving and else. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.